Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna try to bake the cinnamon sugar donut. I don't have the a muffin muffin molder, so I'm just gonna do a whole pan of the mix of the donut, and might be readjusting the baking time. So I'm gonna play around the baking time so that I can actually cook well and not be still soft or underbaked. So again, I'm just reading the instructions and I can see the ingredients over there. Again, it's gonna be butter, egg, and milk. So I'm gonna go ahead and open the pack and see what's inside. So there's gonna be two packs sachets over here, or plastic containers. It's gonna be the actual mix, and then the sachet for the cinnamon topping. So I'm gonna mix first the mix. So I'm gonna cut this open. Yeah, this one is it's the one I bought from the Filipino restaurant. So I'm gonna put the mix first. Sometimes I prefer using a pre-mix cookie dough or this one because it's easier because they know already the proper mixture of sugar, flour, and baking soda and whatever. So I'm gonna add 2 eggs in this one. First egg, and again add another one. All right, egg number 2. Got this one, and I'm gonna add the milk. So I'm gonna weigh the uh, milk later on. So it's gonna be 2/3 cup. So I only have 1/3 cup available. There's no 2/3 cup. So I'm gonna do 2 1/3 cups of milk. I'm gonna use the one I have is reduced fat milk. It doesn't really matter. Well, if you have a whole milk, a diet, reduced fat milk, whatever. So as long as it's milk, and you don't really have any, preference. All right, I added that, and I still have this butter over here. So I'm gonna do 6 tablespoons of butter. So okay, I'm adding 1, scoop 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, and I'm gonna mix all these ingredients. Just make sure it's mixed all the way, especially in the sides. All right, almost done. And then I'm gonna transfer the batter to the pan. So I'm gonna use spray the pan first. All right, that should be good. Then I'm gonna put in the batter inside the pan. Over here, realize that there's like a I realized there's a unmixed mix on the sides. I had to kind of make sure it's not dry on the side. All right, and then I'm just gonna shake this one so that it's gonna even out. And then I'm gonna prep the oven so it's gonna be 350 degrees Fahrenheit based on the instruction. So I'm just gonna wait for that to heat, and now it's 350 degrees. I'm gonna put this one on the inside the oven. It says for donuts, it's supposed to be like around 14 to 16. I'm gonna do 15, but again, I'm just playing with the baking time over here because again, I'm not cooking it with the the I forgot the term, the shapes, like the muffin containers or donut containers. So I'm gonna readjust this one. So when I try to do the toothpick on in the middle of this pan, it's still wet. So I'm gonna probably put this back to the oven and add more minutes. So probably like around additional 10 minutes to actually make sure it's cooked. And right now I'm just like trying to like melt some more butter so that I can layer the put it on top of the layer, and then I'm gonna sprinkle some cinnamon on top of it too. And even in the butter, I'm not sure how many seconds should I microwave this one. So I'm just playing like I'm gonna start with 15 seconds first, and if it's not good, I'm gonna do another 15 seconds, and then until it melts. So again, this is a trial and error. So the next time I use the same ingredients or uh, same donut mixture, I know what to do. So I'm doing the first 15 first, and it's not enough yet, so I'm gonna add more 15. And this one should be good. So again, I got the butter, the melted butter over here. I'm just gonna sprinkle, not all of it, it's too much. So I'm just gonna like estimate. You can see that it's not like cook in the middle, so I might have to put this back in the oven. Uh, it's expected that it's gonna be like soft because uh, it's a donut texture, but it's not gonna be like supposed to be too soft that it's still like mushy. Yeah, I think it's better if there's an actual if I have like an actual donut shaper or a muffin tray instead, so that it would be exactly the same. The baking time would be exactly the same as the one that's recommended on the container. But yeah, I'm gonna add the cinnamon also on top, topping. I'm not gonna use all of it. I'm just gonna sprinkle like enough that I feel like I want to be, have on top. And then after baking it some more, it looks like this.